Saturday night, it was the 73rd edition of University of Tulsa taking on Oklahoma State. We'll have the highlights next on the Philip Montgomery Show.
The Philip Montgomery Show, brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Sperry Casino, and by Pepsi. Now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to the Philip Montgomery Show. I'm Bruce Howard, and the Hurricane playing host to Oklahoma State, the first meeting here at H.A. Chapman Stadium since 2011. Unfortunately, the result was the same. OSU rallies in the second half and defeats Tulsa by a final of 40-21. We'll have the highlights of the first half coming up next. Also, talk with the coach about the lead up to the game. That's all on the Philip Montgomery Show when we return. Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. It was the 73rd meeting between the University of Tulsa and Oklahoma State, with Oklahoma State leading the all-time series 40-27 with 5 ties in the series. Let's go to head coach Philip Montgomery and my broadcast partner Rick Corey with a lead up to the game and then first half highlights.
All right, thanks, Bruce. All right, Coach, coming in here, first home game, that's big enough. Then it's Oklahoma State, beginning of the renewal of this series. You knew coming in, great offensive team. What did they show you that makes them scary?
Well, they just got a lot of weapons. I mean, the running back, Hubbard, he's electric. You know, he's strong, he's powerful, but he's got breakaway speed. The quarterback is a dual threat guy. And then they've got all those weapons, especially Wallace on the outside. They took a lot of shots with him today, hit a couple of them, but I thought our defense, for the most part, after we settled down after the first couple of series, did a nice job against a very explosive offense.
And it's nice to have that crowd fill that stadium for what is a really big home game.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, there's a lot of people here. The atmosphere was electric. It was good to see. I know our guys enjoyed that part of it. Got to continue to keep having those types of crowds because we've got a good football team. We got to continue to keep growing and learning. We got some young guys that are making some good steps right now. Just got to continue the process, and we got to go finish.
Yeah, and I think the key word in this first quarter is resilience. You're going to see that, right? So let's take a look at the first quarter highlights. Oklahoma State and Tulsa. Watch the Hurricane bounce back after an early gut punch.
Zach Long will kick it off for the Golden Hurricane, and back deep are Chuba Hubbard and L.D. Brown for Oklahoma State. From south to north, from right to left, here's the kickoff. High end over end, and it is taken by L.D. Brown. Actually goes over his head into the end zone, and that is a touchback for Oklahoma State. They will take over at the 25-yard line. Their quarterback is Spencer Sanders. 74% completion rate in the first 2 games for 453 yards, 6 touchdowns, and most important, no interceptions. Out of the pistol or the shotgun formation, the handoff goes to Hubbard. Up the middle, big hole. 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's to the 40, to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. That is a 75-yard touchdown run by Chuba Hubbard against Tulsa's defense. And it's exactly what we were talking about. Don't get hit with an early big play. And oh my goodness, what speed by Chuba Hubbard. He takes it the distance on the first play, and it's 7-0. 8-yard penalty to the 30-yard line. And it is 1st and 10 for OSU at Tulsa's 30. Hubbard back in the game, and he gets the handoff up the middle. Big hole, 25, 20, 15, 10. Right sideline, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, 13-0 Oklahoma State. 30-yard touchdown run by Chuba Hubbard. And Oklahoma State has come out like they have the last 2 or 3 times against Tulsa, and it's just hit a haymaker. Now they've done it twice, and Tulsa's reeling, trailing by 2 touchdowns already. And Juan Carlos Santana. Here's the snap on 1st down and 10. Fake handoff and a quick flip throw to the right side. It's caught, and Crawford on the right boundary at the 30 is stacked on the right. One receiver to the left of Santana. Here's the snap, and again it's Brooks. Brooks has a hole this time, and he breaks a tackle. 35 to the 40. Far boundary outside the numbers to the 41. Great job by Brooks as he broke a tackle. Gets 10 on the play. Rodriguez with the final tackle. NTU.
Just enough to keep him honest. Throw it, move it.
Here's the handoff again. Brooks left side. Now he finds a hole and he dives forward to the left hash mark to the 45, and he got 4 on the play. Out of the shotgun, Smith. To his left is Corey Taylor, and Taylor gets the handoff, charges up the middle, and he runs over a guy, a defensive lineman, and he pounds it to the 49. He got about 4 on the play. Jernigan was knocked down. 3rd down and 2. Handoff, Taylor again, off to the right. He has a first down to the 50, to the 45. Then he's down to the 40. Inside the numbers to the 39. 12-yard gain for Corey Taylor. Tanner McAllister made the tackle, and Tulsa has their best march of the game so far. Stokes to the right with Crawford. 2 receivers close to the formation on the left. Back to pass Smith. Smith has loads of time. Floats it toward the end zone. A man wide open. Stokes catches it. Touchdown Tulsa! Stokes on the score. 39 yards from Zach Smith, and the Golden Hurricane on the board.
Well, you can't write it up any better than that. And the first thing is, look at the protection Zach Smith got. He's able to stand there. He doesn't jump out of the pocket. He didn't panic. He waits. Oklahoma State in a zone there, and for some reason that safety just let him run right by.
Far. Sanders has the snap and drops back to pass. Looking left. Now throws to the left side, and it is almost intercepted. And it is intercepted. It's picked off by Robinson. Robinson with the interception at the 40. He juggled it 3 times and finally corralled it on the pass intended for Wolf. It's a turnover, and Tulsa takes over at the 42-yard line of OSU. That is the first career interception for Reggie Robinson. And he had it, and then he didn't have it. Then he had it, then he didn't have it, and then finally he got it. Brown is checked in as the running back now, and Sanders takes the snap, and the handoff goes Brown off the right side. He gets hit and is able to battle forward back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard. The initial hit was Trevis Gibson, who wrapped him up. 17-7, OSU with the lead. Short pistol snap, and now rolling to the right. Sanders has pressure, throws it incomplete, intended for the tight end Carter. 17-7, OSU looking to make it 20-7. Snap is back, the ball is down. Here's the kick. It's on the way, and it is straight through there. And Oklahoma State has scored to make it 20-7. To his left is Shamari Brooks, and a quick flip throw, left side it goes, and it's Keenan Johnson catches it inside the numbers at the 30 to the 32, and Rodarius Williams tackles him. Now it's 3rd and 2 for Tulsa. Here's the snap, and it's Brooks off the right side, has the first down, 35. He cuts back, gets it to the 40, and burrows his way to the 42-yard line before he's stacked up by Jared Bernard and Trey Sterling. That's a first down for Tulsa. First down and 10, Tulsa. Call it the 47-yard line of OSU. Cowboys lead it 20-7. Here's the snap, fake handoff, back to pass. Smith has time, throws it down the right boundary, and it is caught on the run. Crawford, 10-yard line, down to the 5, down to the 3. Perfectly thrown ball, and Sam Crawford hauls it in. A.J. Green tackled him. 1st and goal for the Golden Hurricane at the 3-yard line.
He didn't take the shot.
And here's the handoff. Brooks off the left side, and he is in for a score. Touchdown, Tulsa. Golden Hurricane scoring to make it 20-13. Extra point upcoming. 5 out of the shotgun. Sanders has the snap, turns, hands it off to Hubbard on the right side. Hubbard is hit and dragged down. He is able to surge forward at the numbers for a yard or 2. 2 out of 6 on 3rd down conversions for Oklahoma State. Sanders out of the shotgun, has the snap, drops back to pass, throws right side. It is caught on the right side by Johnson. He's shouldered out of bounds by Tulsa's Johnson.
Lost it.
Other side, it's Stokes and Crawford. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Smith steps up, throws over the middle, and it's caught by Brooks. He spins forward 50 to the 45, has a first down inside the 45-yard line to the 43. Out of the shotgun, Smith. Brooks to his right, and Brooks gets the handoff up the middle. He struggles, breaking a tackle, diving forward to the 2. He broke one tackle, went side to side, skipped another guy, and then is able to get it down for the Golden Hurricane. Here's the snap and the handoff. Brooks, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa! And the game is tied at 20. Extra point upcoming. 2:29 to go first half, and the Golden Hurricane has tied the game. Montgomery awaits. Snap is back, ball down. Here's the kick on the way, and it is good, and Tulsa has the lead. TU 21, Oklahoma State 20.
After a terrific second quarter, the Golden Hurricane leading at halftime 21-20. We'll talk second half adjustments and get you the second half highlights when the Philip Montgomery Show continues. Golden Hurricane leading at halftime by a score of 21-20. The first time that the Hurricane had led at halftime against OSU since all the way back to 1998. So a terrific first half and a terrific recovery by the Golden Hurricane. And let's check in with head coach Philip Montgomery and my broadcast partner Rick Curry on adjustments and second half highlights. Guys?
So 21-20 at the half, Coach, and you talk about an exciting second quarter. Let's just clone that and use that all year long. What were you doing so well in the second quarter on both sides?
Well, I thought we had really good balance. I thought our tempo was good. We were running the football effectively, hit some big throws in there, had some guys really step up in some situations. But I think more than anything, it was just momentum, and guys continued to keep grinding. I thought our conditioning was really paying off there late in the second half, or in the second quarter. And when we get in those modes, we can be very effective.
And the speech at halftime has got to be, do what you're doing and let's clean it up a little, right?
Well, and you got to go back out and reestablish momentum. You know, you got all the momentum coming in, but if you don't go out and reestablish it, then it's gone. So needed to come out, get a good drive going, get another good stop, continue to keep working through the process of it, and get back in the flow of the game.
All right, so Tulsa's got the halftime lead, but let's look at the second half highlights. Here are the Hurricane and the Cowboys at H.A. Chapman Stadium.
Jake McClure to kick it away. Keelan Stokes and Josh Johnson back for TU. The angled run up to the ball, right foot into it, and a high end over end kick with the wind, and that one out of the back of the end zone. Sanders out of the shotgun. To his left is Hubbard on third down and 4. And he runs it off the right side. He cuts it back and is dragged down at the line of scrimmage by Cannon. Diamond Cannon made the play on the naked option, if you will. Sanders had nobody to pitch it to. There's 4 receivers to the left, including Hubbard. Here's the snap. Back to pass Sanders. Big rush on. He's going to run it to the right. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, into the end zone. Touchdown. 27-yard run by Spencer Sanders to give Oklahoma State the lead. And a great downfield block, if it wasn't a hold, by Tylan Wallace. He's out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 near side left, back to pass Sanders, loads of time at the 3, throws it downfield right side, and it is caught by Wallace at the 45, breaks a tackle, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Oklahoma State. It's a 90-yard score. There's a flag down. It is likely to be against Tulsa for pass interference. What a play by Wallace and by Sanders. Wallace broke that tackle, and it wasn't bad coverage at all. 40-yard line of Tulsa. Handoff is fumbled. The ball is loose on the turf, and it is scooped up by TU. Manny Bunch comes up with the ball and into Oklahoma State territory to the 47. Bunch with the fumble recovery. Tulsa with the ball with the second turnover of the game, and it's TU ball after Bunch came up with it. And the Golden Hurricane with a huge break. Smith out of the shotgun. Smith in the game, 15 of 26, 175 yards. 8 seconds to get the playoff, and Tulsa still kind of positioning themselves. 3 to get the playoff. Out of the shotgun, Smith has the snap, drops back to pass, now rolling to the left, still rolling, throws it downfield, and it is caught by Santana at the 11-yard line. He receives the ball for a first down. Santana with a brilliant catch, as on the coverage was Tanner McAllister. 25-yard gain, first down Tulsa. Oh, what a catch by Juan Carlos Santana. Sanders under center, and the deep handoff goes to Hubbard up the middle, breaks a tackle, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown by Chuba Hubbard. Another score on fourth down. He goes 33 yards. There is a flag down, probably offsides against the University of Tulsa.
So the final 40-21, Coach, it's unfortunate the last touchdown to me. It's unfortunate to lose it all, but the score's not reflective of what you guys did. It was a difficult third quarter. Oklahoma State picked it back up again. That goes to what you said right before our break about a little bit of momentum. Did they change anything, or are they just hot?
No, I don't think they changed anything. I think really penalties in the second half really hurt us. You know, we've got to do a better job of eliminating those things. I thought defense continued to come out and play extremely well. Offensively, we just didn't get any momentum, any really rhythm going. And when we did, we hurt ourselves with a self-inflicted wound from the standpoint of a penalty. And so we've got to eliminate those things to be able to stay ahead of the chains and do the things that we want to do. And when we do that, I think we can be very effective.
All correctable mistakes, though. Things you look at on film and you know these guys are going to get during the week of practice, right?
There's no doubt about that, and we've got to continue to keep pressing on those little things. The details are important. Those small things can become costly. We hurt ourselves. We probably lost 150 or more yards from the standpoint of plays that we made on those penalty type plays. So we've got to do a better job of cleaning that up.
All right, so another set of Cowboys comes in at 2:30 next week. We'll talk about that game when we come back on the Philip Montgomery Show.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. In our feature segment, well, there was a near sellout here at H.H. Chapman Stadium on Saturday. Over 28,000 witnessed the game between TU and Oklahoma State. There's a lot going on outside the stadium as well. 11th Street was blocked off. Chapman Commons was packed. It was really a great atmosphere. And here is Daryl Turner, who is our photojournalist, with a look at the sights and sounds of TU OSU 2019.
We're back on the Philip Montgomery Show. Rick Corey along with the head coach, Philip Montgomery, and two Spartans in a row, two Cowboys in a row, 2:30 again. But just like after game one, you said, guys, you want to get that flavor out of your mouth. And what I saw in the locker room was a lot of that. So what did you see looking in their eyes?
No, they're hungry. They're resilient. We've got to continue to keep being relentless to the football defensively and offensively. When we get it, we've got to be pounding and be ready to rock. It's going to be a tough test. Missouri, I think Missouri went in there week one, and Wyoming got after them, so we know they've got a lot of talent on that football team. I haven't had a chance to look at them yet, but I know it's going to be a tough test, and we've got to do a good job of getting back on the practice field, correcting all those mistakes, and then continuing to grow.
And you talk about growing a lot. You've got to be encouraged by what you see from this group and what they have done week to week to week. And if you make that improvement again in game 4, mean, you just don't know what's going to happen, do you?
Yeah, I mean, there were some really good things that happened today against a really good football team. Let's don't take anything away from that as far as Oklahoma State goes. I mean, they blew out their first 2 opponents. I think this is the first full game they've really had to play. I think we have a really good football team, but we have to eliminate the mistakes. We've got to continue to keep growing. We've got some young guys that are making some leaps and some bounds in there, but got to stay resilient to that point, and we got to get back on the field and go to work.
And to do that, need you too. 2:30 on Saturday, H.A. Chapman Stadium. Wyoming and Tulsa. We'll come to you after that one.
Hey, thanks, guys. And yes, indeed, it's another set of Cowboys coming up on Saturday for the Golden Hurricane. It's the Wyoming Cowboys, and the game will start at 2:30 right here at H.A. Chapman Stadium. Get your tickets at 918-631-GO-TU or TulsaHurricane.com/tickets. For my broadcast partner, Rick Corey, and for head coach Philip Montgomery, I'm Bruce Howard saying so long for now.
The Philip Montgomery Show has been brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Spirit Casino, and by Pepsi. The Philip Montgomery Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.